Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop-pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Jayhawks will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Green. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it down on the right side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Gonna run it. It's Neal. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Neal. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Daniels. Slips away. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fighting off the defender. And it's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
But we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Armstrong. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff team out there getting set. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll run this play from the pistol. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They're going to throw it again. That's caught. It's Jackson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Green. Looking deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game. Ball in the air, intercepted! Got room on the return. The 10! He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get... Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's the handoff. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Time to take a shot. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested. The offense was rolling it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Neal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
this is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Pressure coming. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They go to the ground. Running with power. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Texas State. Then they strike first.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking downfield to throw. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He fires one deep down the right side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Extending the play. Keeps it and got some room headed to the goal line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And
unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. The give to the back. And it's on the ground. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. Still running at the 40.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Throwing right. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Looking to scramble. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the 2nd half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, the big fellas, they got to catch the ball in the middle of the field. I mean, this is the area you want to work with them. You get that big body dragging across the formation, and you can throw it. You can miss so high with these guys, but they got the soft hands usually, and he probably wants that one back.
Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Hunter. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Makes the grab outside, it's Hunter. And he'll run out of bounds, but he looks short. I think he misjudged the line. The offense starts with a short field. The hand to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Run in the red zone, it's Neal. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Daniels. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Skinner. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Hunter.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Takes the handoff. It's Hunter. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Looking to pass. It's Thorne. Got the back over the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. The short hands, it's Hunter. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Lewis. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. That cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Daniels. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through. Superhero to make the grab. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Let's go.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for space. It's Neal. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Daniels. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Guys, dig deep.
First down here for the offense. They're testing the right side here. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollack.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the run. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Kansas State!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Neal. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle at Skinner. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. He's going to pass. Working that left side now.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Tuna.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Got his man on the right. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Avoids pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Quarterback checking the play. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Whoa, ball's out! Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And he's going to fire deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all this
Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's not afraid to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Arnold. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Find space on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're trying to get to him, using his legs to buy some time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slings it. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage. Anticipate.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will put total leather to crank us up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Pulls it in. It's Love. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Looking for blockers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Ward. Quick strike complete. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Ward. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Using his legs, it's Payne. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, and you pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Offense lining up quickly. Give to the running back. Smashes through. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moving to running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Gonna take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Martinez. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Going to the run to start this second half. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Hurricanes in the hurry up. To the air, it's Ward. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker, it's Martinez.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Quickly out to the tight end. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Another incompletion on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The completion well past the sticks. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Ward. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Flanagan. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On second down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Arroyo. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. And I know that sounds stupid. Of course it is. He's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Finds his man. It's Martinez. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Canes have moved it inside the 20. The aerial assault continues. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wants to throw. It's Ward. Getting some heat. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as they... Oh, it's loose. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Ward. Coming after him. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They're going to get on top of it, and the onside kick is successful. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to go up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Defense showing blitz here. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play.
29 Philly.
He wants to throw. Gets it out fast.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Scrambling away. He's open on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to the lone back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Milroe. And they're not on the same page there. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Connection to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Looking left. Got his man all by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. To the air, it's Milroe. Trying to get to it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Going deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Working on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. Picked off.
I think everybody...
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Got him and nobody's close. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Release to the back. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 for the touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a machine early in this game offensively.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Stopped after making the catch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air, it's Leonard. Complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how
the ball's free. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They keep attacking through the air. Caught on the outside, it's Collins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Direct snap. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's back to throw on second down. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Finds a man on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to pass, it's Leonard. It's complete. On the defense, shoves him out of bounds at the 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He'll set up to throw. Getting some heat. He was looking for the lead, and down he goes. A huge sack, and the offense still trails by 1. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Defense looks like they're coming. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quickly to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to...
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Leonard. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Quarterback moving. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Ewert.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Looking to throw. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down to start the drive after the break. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense working from the pistol. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. The lone back's got it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking for room. It's Payne. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. Gets away from one. He's got space. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martinez.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's got it on the run. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Payne. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Finds his man, and they convert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a crease to the left. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll turn to Martinez. Hard running there. And some room to work. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kane! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll just keep slinging it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. The 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Love. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Leonard. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's George. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
And last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. To throw, it's Ward. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but That was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Fires toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Restrepo. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw. It's Ward. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Great job by the DB covering deep. And listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
They want to just keep throwing it. This time it's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Keeps the legs moving. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Touch pass on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after